First carry for Saquon Barkley. He's got room to run right at the start. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Man in motion is Smith. Now Hurts on fourth down. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Dotson, the man in motion. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down.
73.
Man in motion is Smith. On third down, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
63. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
630.
Conklin goes in motion.
Hey, you block over here.
A throw on the first play from Rodgers. He's got his man, Davante Adams. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First down for Aaron. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
73. No touch that. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. He's got room to roam. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
No touch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Hey, Silver. Hey! Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long.
Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. There. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rodgers. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Rodgers going up top again. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Back north. 630. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Cat 300. Cat 300.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. It makes somebody move early up front. Conklin goes in motion. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, 88. Cat 300. Cat 300.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rodgers. And he's going to have the Jets' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. On the give, it's Hall. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Rodgers. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Inside. Hey, 626.
Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
73. Call up Jets.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Call up Yeti. 63, 63, 63. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
To throw is Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
63, 63, bang. Hey, Silver. Don't touch.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First and 10.
30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. Open man, that's Adams. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300.
Conklin goes in motion. Rodgers on first down. He's got it inside the 5. And the Jets have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
King, Phil King.
On second down, Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Here's a third down and 4.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This returnable with Reed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Conklin goes in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Checking it down, this one is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, 626. Hey, 626.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Adams. To the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Tiger swamp. Great, set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Great, set. Delta.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Man in motion is Smith. Now Hurts on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
30.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Got it.
Conklin goes in motion. Again, it's Rodgers. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run. It's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone.